I'll start with our early days building Zepto. Back then it was called Kirana Cart. My co-founder Kaivalya and I, we used to deliver from ourselves in local neighborhoods. And the reason why we got into grocery in the first place was in the first lockdown, we were in a position where all the offline options were not accessible. The online options were taking 7, 8, 9 days to deliver in many cases. It was the first lockdown, right? It was mid-2020 that chaos was just ensuing. And as two bachelors that really couldn't find our own apartment to live in because understandably no landlord wanted two 6-foot-tall bachelors hanging around in a 1 BHK. We had to sort of live where Kaivalya had lived growing up, and most of the people around us were elderly. Most of the neighbors that we had back in Bombay ended up being elderly, and just seeing them struggle through grocery in the first lockdown pushed us to say, hey, this is very clearly a problem. Why don't we actually just start delivering ourselves, see what happens, right? If we can delight a couple of people around us, build something from scratch, it might be interesting. And so we got pushed into grocery mainly out of our own sort of volition of saying, okay, it's clearly a very painful process right now. Let's see if we can solve something for the 50, 75 people around us in our neighborhood.